in the south. It's just, I just think it's a great time to be here in Belfast and to be with these men, you know, who've put aside, you know, a lot to make this thing happen.
Well, I think it's an excellent idea to have this event, and I'm very appreciative of Ash and you two for coming along here this evening. It's going to give all these people here a happy time. It's also going to be indicating to everybody the sort of optimistic, forward-looking approach that we hope that people here in Northern Ireland will take and will respond to. I mean, this is just good fun and a good idea and a good evening. And this is the sort of message we want to give to people, that this sort of thing is the future.
I think that, first of all, I would like to join David in expressing our deep appreciation to Tim and Ash and to Bono and you two for coming here this evening. And I think it was all summed up by Tim in words I heard him speak earlier today. But he said that his generation are the generation that fully understand this problem, because their generation throughout their lives have suffered this problem, and they want themselves to be the last generation who has, and that future generations will leave this quarrel behind them. And that is a very powerful message coming from our young people.
Absolutely.
John Hume down at the waterfront. Also at the Waterfront Hall, our political editor, Stephen Grimmerson. Good evening, Stephen.
Good evening, Conor.
Now, this isn't just an ordinary pop concert. What are Mr Trimble and Mr Hume up to here?
I think very much the first word in the agreement is the word we, and it's used 11 times on the front page of that agreement. This will be the first time we will have seen we happen. Basically, the most of this deal was done between the SDLP and the Ulster Unionist Party. I think it's been a long time from the signing of the agreement. I think we've had to wait until these last couple of days to actually see something happen of this nature. It's also an indication, I think, of how nervous the Ulster Unionists were up until this point about being seen alongside the SDLP, but I think they've been bracketed very much against their will by the No campaign with the Ulster Unionists have with Gerry Adams up to this point. They've said they're going to have to share government with him. This is an attempt, I think, by both the SDLP and the Ulster Unionists to say, look, that's not the case. What we're looking for here is that the two people who are likely to lead Northern Ireland into the future, if this agreement is accepted, are John Hume and David Trimble.
Well, there's been sniping from the No camp already. Bob McCartney called Mr Trimble and Mr Hume the odd couple. You've got Dr Paisley talking about a new pan-nationalist front. How do you think this will play with the voters?
Well, again, this is designed, as it were, to placate those who are in the soft No camp. Those are people who are persuadable. And what they're trying to suggest is that if the leaders of mainstream unionism and mainstream nationalism can get together, then a deal is possible and they can work it out. But of course, how that quite affects the campaign, we will have to wait until Friday to see.
Indeed. Stephen, for now, thank you.
Pressing for a yes vote.